Hello everyone, and welcome again to another LEGO Bionicle video. For today guys, here I'm going to be showcasing you my Bionicle Moc. Of course, this is another different Moc which I have recently created, and of course I'm going to be explaining the specifications, all the bits and pieces, and all that stuff. So, with that said guys, I really hope you all will enjoy this. So what I actually did was guys, I kind of recreated my own storyline. So, as we have here guys, this is known as Pohama the Destroyer. Now you may be thinking, why Pohama? Well, because of the fact that guys, as we all know, Pohatu actually had to fight Umarak the Hunter in order to win back Qatar. Now as we all know, Pohatu the Mater of Stone isn't a big fan of scorpions, and he only ever unites with Qatar, as we all know, the elemental creature, the ancient elemental creature of stone, you know, during only necessary times. He doesn't really like scorpions, so he only will ever fuse if he really needs to, and sorry, I should say unite. And so with that said, even though we all know Umarak the Hunter in the series takes away Qatar from Pohatu, Pohatu still has that kind of sadness, because obviously his elemental creature is gone, separated from him, and even though, you know, he doesn't like scorpions, he still tries to fight for his life. And of course, you know, they fight, etc, etc, but instead of Umarak the Hunter, I was thinking of Umarak the Destroyer, because as you can see here, there are a lot of yellow pieces going on. So Pohatu, the Master of Stone, instead, as you can see here, is fighting with Umarak the Destroyer. Now what happens is they both fight each other, you know, guns blazing, trying to obviously attack each other, etc, etc, but then all of a sudden the earth beneath them crumbles and they fall into the Enegry Prodermis, and this is the final product, and this is how they have come to be. So here it is known as Pohama the Destroyer, so that's how it kind of comes together. But I've added I should say, my apologies guys, I've added other features to the set which kind of also resemble with the Hunter, and I'll explain to you all as to why. So guys, starting off with the actual legs itself, you can see here that I've implemented the Umarak the Destroyer leg build, or kind of like the leg build, but more of the Hunter, if you kind of get what I mean, as well as the Toa kind of form. So you can see the standard armor shells in the black color, of course, and he has to be armored in of course the front and the back, so then of course he's just more strong in defense, I guess, but that's what I did there, as you can see. Now you can also see that I've added a bit of a touch of Umarak the Hunter there with the actual red maroon Borok pieces. Now I added in there just for, you know, just for fun, why not? Because he has the elements of the Hunter and the Destroyer, because as we all know, the Hunter transformed into the Destroyer, so at the end of the day, they're still kind of the same being. So that's why I kind of added that in, and of course you can see are the yellow claws from Umarak the Destroyer. Now of course, as we move on upwards, oh actually I forgot to mention the articulation. Sorry about that guys, but the articulation is pretty straightforward. You can get some great articulation, you can move it up and down, still good, as you can see there, just great. That's the good thing about the set, so you can get some really good actual, I should say, ankle articulation. And yeah, anyway, moving right on up, you can see there's the armor shell, blah blah blah. Then you can see here guys is the actual knee joint. So here is the knee joint, like so, pretty standard stuff. Of course you can't really move it side to side because it is hindered by this piece right here. So if I enhance that for us all, you can see it kind of is hindered because of the actual leg piece. So that kind of sucks, but still, hey, you can still get the actual leg into a you know, you can move it frontwards, and you can almost get it into a 90-degree angle like so, so that's just great. And of course you can move the actual knee backwards, just like that. So that's really great with articulation in the actual legs like so. So of course both leg builds are exactly the same, no different at all. Now of course with the actual full, I should say the full leg, you can get some great articulation in the hips, and of course you can pull it right up like so. So if I kind of zoom out there for you all, you can see like that, you can get a good amount of articulation. You can stick out the leg like that, 90 degrees, and of course you can stick it back. Of course, unfortunately, there is a small piece here in the back which kind of hinders it a bit, but still, hey, you can still get some great movement like so. Anyway guys, moving right on up, you can see here is what is known as the trans yellow neon, or is it the trans neon yellow 8 rib armor piece. Now, of course, quite typical with Umarak the Destroyer. There's one right there in the torso, one on his actual shoulder / arm piece, and of course one on the other side as well. Definitely a great touch, and of course once fused, this is the outcome. So he has the common and awesome armor pieces from Umarak the Destroyer. Now, of course, as you can see here, is what is known as, I'm not exactly sure, possibly I guess the Unity Mask of Stone. I'm not sure. All the golden Unity Mask of Stone. I'm not exactly sure. But of course, as we all know, this actual mask comes from the 2015 set from Skull Scorpio. And I can't remember exactly if they actually unite or he takes his mask in the actual cartoon or comics, or in the actual, I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't really have an idea about this actual mask, but what I do know is it kind of resembles the Unity Mask of Stone, quite similar to the 2016 one, of course, when it has the blend of gold and then it kind of goes into that trans yellowy kind of color, as we all know, or goldy, if that's the right way of calling it. But anyway, that's that, and it just goes really well with the actual set, and that's the reason why I actually picked it. Now, of course, as you can see here, on the sides of the actual head, or by the sides of the head, I should say, are these awesome and massive armor pieces as well. Of course, kind of like in the starry, big rocky-looking armor pieces, and quite common in Umarak the Destroyer as well on his actual shoulders. Now, if I kind of enhance that so you guys can get a better picture, there they are, guys. And of course, you can articulate them to a certain extent, of course, just depending on the actual head, or the kanohi, I should say. So you can move it, adjust it to get whatever you want. Move them forward, move them back. It is really up to you. I like them kind of moving, kind of at that angle there, kind of forward, very nicely, you know, put together, just to kind of give them that bulkiness, if that's the right way of putting it. But yeah, that's just kind of what I have added. But anyway, as you can also see here, guys, right next to, or I should say close to the actual ribcage piece, is the size 4 black armor shells. And I'm really sorry about that again, guys. As you can see there, I've kind of added it in just because, guys, add a bit of black to the set instead of just keeping it yellowy, if you kind of get what I mean. You know, you don't want just a bunch of bright neon yellow looking pieces everywhere. So had to mix it up a bit and add in the black, of course, typical with Umarak the Destroyer and the Hunter, of course, as we all know. Now, of course, what's also common with the set, guys, is that he's actually the size of Pohatu, the Master of Stone. Now, if I put the actual Pohatu, there you can see, guys, they are exactly the same size. And that's the great thing about the set. You can see that I've implemented a lot of Umarak, but I've still maintained the Pohatu theme. What I mean by the theme, I mean the size, the overall look and build, and of course the mask. That's the most important thing. Of course, the color scheme is quite different, and of course the added armor pieces. But still, then again, I can say that I can add these pieces onto him, but then it wouldn't make him look like Umarak as much, if you kind of get what I mean. So that's the reason why I haven't added kind of those armor pieces, as you can see on Pohatu the Master of Stone. But that's that. Now, finally, guys, let's look at the actual back, and then finally the weapons. So unfortunately, guys, the back actually lacks quite a bit. Now, what I have done is I've added in a size 6, I think, or a size 5 armor shell right there in the back, as you can see, and of course this black looking claw piece, or it can be a claw piece, of course, as we all know, it is part of Umarak the Destroyer's build for his claws, but it can also be a tail piece. Now, I kind of added that in just to implement a bit more of Umarak the Destroyer, as you can see, like so. Now, of course, if I kind of pull this out, there you can see the size, I think size 5 or size 6, I think it's size 5 black armor shell, like so. Kind of added in there so then his back doesn't look really bare. Now, of course, unfortunately, this set does not have a gear function. I didn't really implement a gear function because I wanted to go for more of the look than actually the functionality and playability. But now, guys, finally, let's actually look at the weapons. So, guys, now starting off with the weapons, you can see here on his right arm, guys, is what's commonly known as the Stormerangs. Now, of course, typical from the Master of Stone Pohatu, he has these 2 awesome boomerangs, of course, one on his left hand and one on his right hand. And this is not just a Stormerang, guys, but it is also known as the Stormerang Staff. So if I extend out the actual boomerangs, it can also be used as a staff like so. So hopefully you guys can see it there, and that is just great. So it's not just one weapon, guys, but it's 2 in 1. So of course you can just come in and whoosh, maybe slice his foes, use it as a defensive weapon, kind of get what I mean, guys, getting ready to fight, and you kind of get the idea, guys. But that's just a great weapon to have, 2 weapons in 1. Now of course with the staff he can do whatever he wants with it. He can attack his foes, he can use it defensively, and of course he can transform them into the actual Stormerangs, which Pohatu originally has. And then of course from there he can throw them, and unfortunately the enemy has to deal with not just 1 but 2 Stormerangs coming from the same direction. Now of course, as we all know, Pohatu has 2 of them, but what's this here, guys? That's just another weapon there as well. So he has to deal with 3 weapons. But anyway, back to this weapon here. You can see I've kind of added the trans yellow Borok pieces like so. And it's just a nice touch, I have to say. I'm really liking the overall, you know, kind of yellowy kind of theme, if you kind of get what I mean, guys. But I had to add a bit more yellow to this actual weapon because, hey, why not? It's my mock, so I kind of added that in. And I have to say, it looks great. Finally, guys, here is the beast of the weapon, as we all know. So I've already talked about the first weapon. Here is the second weapon, guys. And this implements a lot of the Hunter the Destroyer. Now, as you can see here, guys, this is what is known as the Shooting Hunter Blaster. So, of course, originally with Umarak the Hunter, he has the Bone Hunting Bow. So, the Bone Hunting Bow. This, guys, is known as the Shooting Hunter Blaster. Of course, it doesn't look like a bow, it looks more like a blaster, and that's exactly what I've done, guys. So as you can see here, it's actually attached to his actual arm. So he doesn't actually have a hand. It's fully attached onto the actual arm like so. And there you can see, hopefully, if I enhance that for you, it is actually held in by an axle piece like so. Great weapon, I have to say, and I'm really loving it. Just enhancing it there for you all. Sorry about that, guys. You can see there, guys, I have added quite a bit of the trans neon yellow Borok pieces, and I'm really liking it, guys. It looks great. There's one there and one at the bottom. Of course, here at the top, guys, this one's used for aiming, so it's kind of like an aim sight. The one at the bottom kind of just used as, you know, it's just for style. Why not? And of course, you can see it on the sides there. So one on this side, and of course, as you can see here, one on the actual other side like so. Sorry about the lighting there, guys, but there you can see it on the other side. And I have to say, guys, whoa, sorry about that, the weapon is just great. And of course, here are the 6 ammos, or the 6 blaster, I don't know what you call them, 6 blaster ammunition, but yeah, anyway, that's that, guys. And of course, the trigger actually works, and let's definitely give it a try. So guys, just to show you the actual trigger, it's quite typical and common with the actual Lego Bionicle sets. There it is, as you can see there. All you need to do is just turn it, and of course the actual blaster bullets will actually fly out. And of course, here is our puppet, as we all know, and it is the Master of Stone Pohatu. So, let's give this a go. Now, of course, I need to enhance this for our weapon instead of looking at Pohatu there. So, let's see, there we go, maybe, there, no. There we go. Okay, so let's give this a try, and I'm just gonna move the camera a bit here so then we can see, of course, the bullets fly out, and hopefully this should work. So there's one bullet, there's another bullet, and I think we've missed him. One more bullet. Come on, give me one more bullet. Give me one more bullet. There we go, and that just missed. Let's try that again. Come on. There we go. So we just kind of touched him, and that's how the actual blaster works. And it's just great, guys. I'm really liking it, and it just looks, you know, I don't know. Let me know, guys. Please let me know what you guys think of the actual weapons. Is it great? Can I have worked on it a bit more? Please let me know, guys. And if you actually have liked my mock, please give this video a big thumbs up, guys. Of course, like the video and support the actual mock, guys. You know, I do this for you all as entertainment because I don't know, why not? Anyway, I think that's pretty much it. So there you have it, guys. There is my showcasing of my Bionicle Moc Pohama the Destroyer. I really hope you all have enjoyed my review, and of course, my show and tell, of course, on this awesome mock, which I obviously created. And please, if you have really enjoyed it, guys, give this a big thumbs up, or of course give this video a big thumbs up. Please let me know, guys. Give me some comments. Let me know what I could fix up. Is there anything I could have done better? Of course, guys, constructive feedback and relevant feedback, which is of course quite important as well. But anyway, guys, please stay tuned for my other videos as well. As mentioned, I always mention it, I have so many more videos to, of course, do, guys, and to show you all. I have my gladiators, my gladiators. I don't know where gladiators came from, but I have my gladiators, guys. I have the masks finally, and I can't wait to show you guys that. It's gonna be in my next video, so stay tuned for that, guys. Of course, I have recently ordered all of the Brawler Makuta pieces, and hopefully that should be coming soon, so then I can show you the build and of course the actual review. So then what I'll do after that, guys, I'm actually going to do a triple comparison between all three sets, because hey, why not? You know, it'll be interesting to find out and see which set actually is better in, I guess, in some cases, or in, you know, if you kind of get what I mean, in some ways. I don't know if that's the right way of stating it, but yeah, it'll be very interesting to find out, you know, putting all three sets together, kind of lined up there, and seeing what they actually offer and what's bad about them. But of course, it'll be a group discussion, and I can't wait to hear your inputs. But with that said, guys, please stay tuned for more awesome videos. Please subscribe to my channel if you have enjoyed watching this video, if you've watched any of my other previous videos, and of course, stay tuned, guys. With that said, I hope you guys have a great day, and of course, looking forward to the New Year's. I definitely am. You know, a couple more days, and 2017 is practically here. But anyway, guys, have a great day, guys. Thank you again so much for watching. I will be talking to you all very, very soon. Bye bye.